And now, is she someone that's your type?
Not so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why not?
I'll say more so like the hair. So more so attracted to longer hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And Sandy, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I ended up popping it because you're attractive, you know, you got it going on. But that comment about hair, I know your mama got short hair too. She's black. At the end of the day, black women, you don't know what to expect with our hair. We could wear it straight, we could wear it curly, and that was just like too much for me. So I don't got time for it. If you don't know, if you can't grow up from your roots, then you can't grow up with me. So that's how I feel. You said you don't like girls with long hair. That's not right. You should never said that at all. As a black brother, you should have kept that as what it was. You should have just said, you know, you're not just my type. But hair, it's a different, you can't talk about hair. If you want hair, go get what you want. If you want Becky with the long hair, go get what you want. Don't talk to black women up here about hair. That's just it. And I'm not triggered. Like I said, at the end of the day, your hair is nappy. Your hair is short. You should be happy where you came from. Period.
Shut up, bitch!
Okay, so you've seen that clip that's recently going viral from the Pop the Balloon show and seen this woman get extremely triggered by a man just simply stating his preference. And we'll get to the end in a second when she goes off and spazzes all over the place. But let's see how that initially happened. We're gonna break down a few parts of this video and get to the bottom of things.
And now, is she someone that's your type?
Not so much.
Okay. And why not?
I'll say more so like the hair. So more so attracted to longer hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, let's go on over here. Your name and age.
So if you notice, once he said that about the young lady, he wasn't rude or anything like that, a lot more women popped the balloon. So let's speak with another woman who popped her balloon because of his hair comment. Let's listen to what she had to say.
She's a black girl. Our hair comes in many different ways, patterns. So I feel like, I don't know, what if you saw me tomorrow? I had short hair. I just wasn't a fan of it. It wasn't giving that you were like accepting of her for who she was. And I feel like if you can say that to her, you can say it to me. So I had to pop.
Yeah, you gotta go that way.
Well, you know, we're here to give a first impression, right? So I'm going off of my first impression. So if you're not wearing your hair short, then you have nothing to worry about, right? Now, if you switch it up, there's nothing wrong with that. Because once we're together, I would have gotten to know you, and there would be more substance. There would be more reasons why we're together versus just the physical, right? Also, with any person that I'm dating, I would expect for them to make sure that, you know, when there's a situation, that we have each other's back. What I'm hearing is if there's ever a situation, you're going to have a random girl's back because it's about the girl code. Because I make a comment about someone that has nothing to do with us, right? So you're telling me you're willing to go to bat for a stranger versus the man that you're looking for.
And that's a great point by him. The first woman that he declined because of her hair being too short for his liking, she said, okay, that's fine, I understand. She made no fuss about it. But you're gonna have so many other women on the lineup are gonna go at him for her sake. That's the sisterhood. Women defend other women no matter what. Even if the woman themselves don't even feel like it's a situation that's worth defending. And he makes a great point right there. I remember I had a situation where I was talking to a woman I was dating and she was asking me questions about a woman I dated in my past. And this wasn't no random just bitch session where I was just talking about the woman. I just said, well, I did A and she did B, she did C and I did D. And every single time I would mention what the woman was doing, she would try to defend it. And I remember stopping her mid-conversation and saying, you don't even know this woman. You've never even met her. How do you feel the need to defend her? And then you watch her face just, as the light starts flickering on. This is the sisterhood. And that's a great point. I'm glad he called her out on it.
Well, you're a stranger. So.
Right. But what I'm saying is if we're not strangers, meaning if we're dating, right, I would expect for you to know we're already together. So you should never feel some sort of insecurity from me making a comment about someone else because I'm with you. So if you're telling me that anything I say about someone else rubs you the wrong way, which means you're willing to go against me because of someone else that's not within our dynamics, that lets me know you're not for me.
I could get that if we had a relationship, but we don't, for one. And then for two, small comments like that are very character telling. So I feel like in this situation, like you were saying, the first impression, you saying that for me just was not a good first impression. So I had to pop.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. But one thing she said that was totally inaccurate is that that's a character issue. For a man having a preference of a woman with shorter hair, that's a character issue? It's not a character issue. Is it a character issue when these women come on, pop the balloon and turn dudes down for being bald-headed, something that they can't control? Turning down men for being short, something again that they can't control. It's silly, man. What she was doing was following what all the women before her did, because a lot of women, unfortunately, are hive-minded. Now, this is the grand finale. This is the woman who seems to get extremely triggered by this man's comments.
Name and age.
Hi, I'm Sandy. I'm 33.
And Sandy, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I ended up popping it because you're attractive. You know, you got it going on. But that comment about hair, I know your mama got short hair too. She's black. At the end of the day, black women, you don't know what to expect with our hair. We could wear it straight, we could wear it curly, and that was just like too much for me. So I don't got time for it. If you don't know, if you can't grow up from your roots, then you can't grow up with me. So that's how I feel.
Interesting.
What's that even mean?
I mean, my mom's actually on my necklace. She doesn't have short hair for one.
It doesn't matter. It's about who you are as a brother.
And she's triggered right now. And you see this dummy standing next to her a second ago doing this bullshit? That means she's an idiot too.
Hair don't make your personality. You dig me? It's about who you are. If you confident with short hair, long hair, it doesn't matter. Because a lot of girls that do have long hair, the hairs be thin. I have a salon. When I was 16, I brought my mother a salon with my business that I do. Yeah. So yeah, I have dealt with so many different type of hairs. Shout out to my mom. Captivated Styles in the building. Philly, we here. But what you said, it's just not for me. You need to really check on your ends before you talk about long or short hair, because a lot of girls with long hair be having no hair just because it's long is thin. So yeah, I'm sorry, I can't.
Okay.
Sounds triggered.
It's not triggered.
First of all, I didn't say the hairstyle she had was not good.
You said you don't like girls with long hair.
No.
That's not right. You should never said that at all. As a black brother, you should have kept that as what it was. You should have just said, you're not just my type. But hair, it's a different. You can't talk about hair. If you want hair, go get what you want. If you want Becky with the long hair, go get what you want.
And this right here is what you call projection and insecurities. She's projecting her insecurities onto him. First of all, he told the young lady he didn't like her hairstyle because it was too short for him. That's his preference. Let's go back to that woman. If you've been subscribed to my channel, you already know me. I despise weaves, wigs, and all that kind of shit. So this woman has her natural hair. That would be the first woman that I chose. You know why? Because that's my preference. I'm entitled to have a preference just like the next person is. And even though I don't agree with him as far as the hairstyle that I would choose, I'm not on the goddamn show. It's what he chose. It'd be something completely different if this man was being argumentative, being extremely disrespectful, cursing women out, making all kind of weave jokes. He didn't do any of those things. He simply stated it wasn't his preference. And this is why I say this is about insecurity, projection on this woman, because she got them fake braids in her hair. She probably got thin hair. She probably has short hair. And look how far her hairline is back. And I'm not even trying to make fun of her. It's just a reality. But more importantly, she brought up Becky. That man never mentioned a white woman whatsoever. This is her projecting because she didn't like what he said, even though what he said wasn't offensive. She just got triggered because it likely applies to her.
Don't talk to black women up here about hair. That's just it. And I'm not triggered. Like I said,
she big triggered.
At the end of the day, your hair is nappy. Your hair is short. You should be happy where you came from. Period.
Can I talk or are you going to interrupt me again?
I don't want to hear what you have to say.
You
can say what you want to say,
Yeah.
but don't talk about black people here. But
So
Let's hear from him. Go
So
ahead.
again, her hairstyle, there's nothing wrong with it. So it's my preference, right? So if I'm here to date, I'm here to find someone for me. So I'm not dating multiple people. You're not dating multiple people. So my comment to her has no sort of significance
But
on
I'm
you.
a black woman. If I want to wear my hair like hers one day, what you gonna say? Oh, I don't like your hair. I'm gonna go date Becky up the street. Follow along. Thank you.
Yeah. The second time she mentioned Becky, he has not mentioned a white woman.
I'll say this, at the end of the day, are you here to find a man or are you here to be
I'm not here to find you. I'm here to find someone that's going to accept me, floss and all. And if you can't accept this young lady up here.
Sounds like you're here to find the sister code.
No.
So we can move
actually,
forward.
Women,
We can move forward.
We all
Yep.
here. And
We
there's
can
a
move
lot
forward.
of black women that's lined up in here. So you can't talk about hair. It's not about the length or the texture. Know what you say before you talk to black women.
And this is about her being triggered. And I also blame Arlette on this. Arlette, you the host of the show, should have shut her down because it was obvious that the things that she was saying was not in reaction to what this gentleman said. She got some deep internal trauma. She needs to address her on her own time. And she's bringing it onto the show and it's unnecessary. And there's one more thing that I wanted to address. While she said, you can't speak on black women's hair, you can get the fuck out of here with that shit. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Whenever a black woman tells you, y'all can't speak on this issue, ask them the following question. Name me the issue that black women refuse to talk about. There is no issues that's off limits for black women. I've never heard a black woman say, how can we talk about that? That discussion is strictly for black men. Not only that, I've never seen black women shut down other black women and say, oh no, y'all can't talk about that. That's a black man's issue. They just don't want you talking about it because of the insecurities that they have about it. But the crazy part is they have no issue popping the balloon on men, whether a man is bald, whether a man is short, the man's outfit he's wearing isn't giving, whatever the fuck that means. No problem shutting dudes down for that shit.
So why did you end up popping your balloon?
He seems really sweet. I would say the height.
Now, how tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
Sorry.
Popping his.
I think more so. It was probably the height for me. Yeah.
And how tall are you?
5'6".
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 5'3".
It's just you're not necessarily my type.
Got you.
I do tend to go for guys that are just a little taller.
I would say just a little too short for me. Just a little bit.
Yeah, what's new, right?
It was the attraction for me and then also the height. I'm pretty tall, so I want somebody that I can look up to. Thank you.
I am 6'2", so I don't know how tall you are, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you. 5'6.5".
I popped my balloon because you kind of look like my cousin.
What the hell did you just say?
Hi, my name is Kamina. I'm 27, and I popped my balloon because, like she said, because I'm Haitian, and you look a lot like my relative.
This doesn't make any sense.
I didn't see no men flip out. I didn't see any men say, well, your daddy black or your daddy short. Or any of the fellas being mad because they got rejected because you look like one of their family members, which is the dumbest shit ever, but whatever. At the end of the day, men aren't allowed to have preferences. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Squad, ball out.